What up, everybody? Mike D checking in here, man. I'm ecstatic. Ghostface is dropping Supreme Clientele 2, August 22nd. And we actually got one song that we're hearing from it, Rap Kingpin. I don't know what the features look like on this album. I honestly don't even care. For the people who followed this channel and have followed, my conversations over the years, you know, Supreme Clientele is a personal favorite of mine. I know that Ghost knows how important Supreme Clientele is to his brand, and to actually do Supreme Clientele 2 25 years later, I can hear it in the Rap Kingpin single, if you will, that he's going there. Now, Mighty Healthy is one of my favorite Ghostface songs, period. One of my favorite songs on the original Supreme Clientele. They kind of did some reworking of Mighty Healthy's production. Some of y'all might know it as New God Flow from the Cruel Summer series with Ye and Pusha. But you also get a mix of Move the Crowd from Rakim's Paid in Full. And it's very, I love it. I think it's dope. I don't want to delve too much into that now because, again, I want to wait until the full efforts out there to, actually break down that song and how it fits within the scheme. But I love that Ghost put this out first. I think that he understands how important Mighty Healthy is to Supreme Clientele, the original one. And I just want to, I want to give Ghost his flowers. The fact that, he still wants to do or wanted to do Supreme Clientele 2. I know it's very, I can only imagine, it's very difficult to follow up something like that and actually put a sequel on it. But Ray did it with Only Built for Cuban Links 2, and they executed incredibly. But again, that wasn't as much of a different time and space. It wasn't 25 years later. So I want to give them props for that. Me as a super Supreme Clientele fan, I'm not gonna go out there and put these crazy standards on it. I will say this, man. I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. Huge Wu-Tang fan from Atlanta, Georgia. Crazy, man. Growing up, people thought we were weird. Me and my friends who listened to Wu-Tang. Method Man was my first favorite rapper. And when Supreme Clientele came out, Ghostface became my favorite rapper. Ghostface speaks a language, and the way he was rapping on Supreme Clientele, I'd never heard anybody rhyme like that before. A lot of people say it's nonsensical. I know that some people have said that Ghost has said in interviews that some of the bars were nonsensical as well. But it's interesting that even those quote unquote nonsensical rhymes can actually be broken down into something. Now, I did want to go through some of my favorite verses on Supreme Clientele, the original, because it's very difficult for me to even pick my favorite song on Supreme Clientele. But if you ask me today, it might be Mighty Healthy. We gonna make It's Crazy as well. One is crazy. One is the one. Shout out to Juju from the Beat Nuts, who produced that one. Love the Beat Nuts as well. I'm a huge Beat Nuts fan. We don't talk about them enough. Um, when I heard one, I was like, yeah, this album's crazy. I got to get this album. And one is literally the second song on there after Nutmeg. You know what I mean? And he's spazzing on there. That second verse where he's like, oh man, how the second verse go? I was about to do the Ghostini verse, and I love that second verse too. Where he was like, oh yeah, it was like, crash through, break the glass, Tony with the goalie mask. That's the pass. Heavy ice, Rolly laying on the grass. Love the class. Cauliflower hurting when I dumped the trash. Sour mask. After Wally Bass. Sunsplash, autograph. Bless it with your name splash. Backdraft. 4-pounder screaming with the pearly ab. Children fist of contest as the sound clashes. Mrs. Dash sprinkle with an icicle eyelash. Ass cap of pendergrass with backstage passes. Special guest no more Johnny Blaze, Johnny Mathis. Acrobat run up on that Love Jones actress. I mean, I was like, yo, man, where his flow is right now and how in pocket he is. Like the way the Ghost flowed on Older Gods on Wu-Tang Forever. I mean, hey, yo, I roll like a bat out of hell. Evil acapellas fly spitting out of my grill. It's just an incredible flow where it's just conversational, the personalities there, the inflections there, and it's like, yo, I've never heard anybody rhyme like this. And when I heard him like that on one, I was like, "Oh yeah, this album's about to be special." Now, that second verse of Ghostini is another one that's special. The one I was about to say right before this, when he was like, "Hey yo, I'm Gucci down, Wally boot, Jamaican hat, long 4 pound. Ask niggas how I get down. Don't speak much. The nuts clutch imagination. Hold a note like Willie Hutch. You might have bumped into me on the Rikers bus." Whew, home. Dead serious knowledge by 2%. Triple geese, come on. Weak jungle mice through Cavaliers. Advance to the final. Show these niggas how the way we dance. Hot like Jamaica. Came through in a booger green 68 pace. A mad paper high as a fuck. Truck 2 rappers got stuck that night. I ain't saying no names. They know who. Thank you for the change outdoor event. New Year's Eve, Cali. Listen, the way he's building on these rhymes, like came through in a booger green 68 pace. A mad paper high as a fuck. Like who puts rhymes together like that? Like he did that again on Buck 50, and I have arguments all the time about who had the best verse on Buck 50. Most people say Redman. Redman murdered Buck 50, but to me, I'm still going Ghost. It's just the way that he's delivering, the way that he's building, the way that he is presenting. He came in that how did he come in that? He was like, shoot. Y'all caught me recording. When I'm recording, I tend to forget things. How does it go? Ain't no love to be found. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's me, mm-mm, mm. We had 2 6s flirting with bitches, dime plus. How you doing, baby? My name Ghost. Don't get caught up in my change or the way that I speak. Speak intelligent, slick as nigga Donna since Greece. Check out the way, check out the grades, excuse me, on the side of my waves. I grew those on Rikers Island, stressed out, balled up in the cage. Put a boot out on Jimmy Jam, Tentex Jam, silky texture. Jordan jump dunk like Clyde Drexler. All up in the parrot, nose numb, real as they come. Biggie's Versace, Snow White Rabbit. Hands is like photographic magic. Funeral love, move in when we hug. Don't make it a habit. Hit the gym for 2 weeks. My back all chiseled. Elbows unique now. Meet the new me. That's where I was like, yo, this dude's on another level. Like, instead of just saying, you know what I'm saying, working out, I done got strong, whatever, new physique, the nigga said, hit the gym for 2 weeks. My back all chiseled. Elbows unique now. Meet the new me. Ghetto Fabulous, Tone Atlas. Zulu Nation in the 80s in front of Macy's, I start my own chapters. Tycho Night Glow Velvet Pose, special effects, high-tech armors, murk you at the shows. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, dosisalaristifragilisticali super. Cancun, catch me in the room eating grouper. Again, there are a few albums where, in my opinion, guys spaz and take their style and their rhymes to a whole nother level, and they are just in a zone. Supreme Clientele is one of those zones. Muddy Waters is one of those zones. Paid in Full is one of those zones where it's like this person is at a high level and there's no droppage. When you listen to Ghostface on Supreme Clientele, there's no droppage. There's a lot of features actually on Supreme Clientele. It doesn't feel like it because everybody who's featured on there, it's clear whose album it is. Like Ghost is Control, the whole album. Mighty Healthy, again, he's incredible on there. I mean, the storytelling on Child's Play, and if you want a hit record, he got you on Shay Shay Ghost. Like, I will say this, man. I do think that, for the people who love Iron Man over Supreme Clientele, I think Iron Man does have darker tones to it. There's no All That I Got Is You on this album. And I think where Ghostface does shine as an MC a lot of the times is when he does take you through those emotional moments. But this was just him having a good time as an MC, and he was able to shine in that way too. In my opinion, as a fan, when I heard Supreme Clientele, Ghost not only became the best member of the Wu-Tang to me, I mean, he became my personal favorite rapper. Like, I couldn't wait to hear him on anything. Like, when he got on that Charlie Baltimore Stand Up, I'm like, yo, man, what'd he say on there? It's like, salt rain, saltwater tab, Iron Man, bubble bath, nucleus split the atom in half. I'm like, nobody's rhyming like this. This is superhero rap. As a comic book head, somebody who grew up all the Marvel comic books, you know, X-Men collectors. Shout out to you X-Men collectors out there. When you're listening to him rhyme like this, rappers was already superheroes to us back then growing up anyway. But to actually hear somebody rhyming on some superhero shit where it's like, yo, you hear that? And then when you find other friends who are into that shit too, you're like, yo, you hear that? And you can nerd out on these things together. Wu-Tang was a rare blend of some hardcore street shit, but some nerdy comic book shit at the same time. So for all of us who nerded out over the years on Supreme Clientele, Ghost, and just decoding everything lyric for lyric, Supreme Clientele 2, this is a celebration. I'm just happy it's happening. And I don't know how people feel about, you know, Rap Kingpin, but for me, I love it. And maybe I'm just fanning out and just, you know, excited about August 22nd, excuse me, getting here. Can't get here soon enough. I can't wait to hear this album. And not even just to hear this album, but to have this album in my life because personally, man, if I Supreme Clientele is one of those albums that if I didn't have it in my life, life would be different. But let me know what you guys think, man. What's your favorite song on Supreme Clientele? You even rock with Supreme Clientele like that, and you think Ghost is the best member of the Wu Tang? Because I won't say I always have, but ever since Supreme Clientele, I definitely have. Can't wait to see you guys' comments, man. Hit like and subscribe, and I'm gonna talk to you soon.